See,
Yes, yes,
Varun, Pranav, you can able to
Yes,
see, right?
for me it's visible.
yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, right. Welcome. Good evening. Welcome you all for demo session on SAP S4 HANA sales. Okay, so myself, Saravanan, I'm having more than 10 years plus experience in the industry. Um, So I'm here for the trainer. So you can ask me about whatever doubts you have. Before that, I'll take you through some basic details that we need to have as a SAP consultant or related jobs. Okay. So then we will have a connect in the end of the session. And before that, I would like to have your, if you are working currently, domain, where you are exactly, or which kind of area that you are working. So based on that, I can provide you some more suggestion, like how we can, take it further in your career path kind. So that also would be better. Okay. So maybe Varun, you can start with.
Yeah, I'm in SAP ABAP. I just recently joined a startup. Like it's been just 1 2 months.
Okay. Okay. Good. How about Pranav?
Uh, I'm not in the SAP domain. Currently, I'm working in the testing domain. It's in automation testing, but now I want to switch to SAP.
Uh-huh. Okay, great.
Yeah,
Great. So that's a good choice, I would say. Obviously, like testing also fine, but SAP,
but I
if you
don't know.
have,
Uh, but I don't know which module is best for me, and because I don't have any idea about the SAP.
no, no, no worries, no worries. We'll cover all that in the session. Probably like Varun has already idea on what exactly SAP is, but
Yeah.
maybe we will cover that a little bit quickly, and then we'll move specifically on sales point of view, how it will help you, and what exactly we are doing in the sales like that. Okay, so that would
Hmm.
be very
Yeah.
helpful. Okay, so okay, thank you, thanks for your intro. Um, I'll
Thank you.
just go on with the agenda. Okay, what I have prepared for the meeting. Introduction to ERP. What exactly the ERP and why it is needed, and why SAP and SAP as a ERP, how it's efficient in the industry wise. And then scope of SAP SD or S4 HANA sales currently as of now in the current market, and exactly what sales is about. Okay, and the basic sales flow based on the different business process or the industry in different domains of categories of industry. Then what exactly the SAP SD that ECC is known for, the previous version, and in the advanced S4 HANA sales currently what is exactly, and then we will take on the Q&A. But it's not necessary to be in this order. Like Q&A has to be at the last. You can ask me anytime wherever you feel you have some doubts or anything, query or something, anything you can ask me. And stop and you can ask me. Okay. Um,
That means you are
so
in the middle of the session also. You can ask, right?
fine. Not a problem. You can just start me wherever you have and you didn't get it or you wanted more clarification or anything. We'll stop and discuss.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. So, yeah, for before going into SAP, we need to understand like why we need SAP and what is SAP and why we need SAP. Okay. To understand that, we need to know what is ERP. Okay. So why ERP needed for every industry. Okay. Why it is necessary for an industry. Okay. So basically, ERP is enterprise resource planning. Okay, that's what it expansion would mean for. It's a kind of software or a package that you can have it to organize your all your business departments. I would say in more practical way. I'm telling you, not by the description I'm saying. Like as an industry, if you have an industry. You might have a finance department, sales department, and production department, and logistic department, so on, so right. So to have some interconnection or integrated business environment or organized way of the all the departments to work on to the same goal of the company or for the business process of the company, you need to have some concept or a concept or a process that governs everything, right? Like you are getting a product to manufacture. Okay, you are manufacturing a product, and you need to buy a raw material for that, and that raw material you need to give it to the production, and that production, once it is confirmed or completed, you have to give it to the sales team to for the sales. And once it is sold out, you need to get it into the account as a amount, right? So that's how your entire business cycle runs. So to manage all your industry need in one particular software, it needs to have an all integrated areas to one software. So that's why we use a particular software, or I know multiple softwares also can be used. Finance can be used in a different software, and package, or sales can use a different package like that. But it would be better to have one particular software to integrate everything into the one, so a whole business into one, so that you have more visibility, transparent, and control over the business. Okay, so that's how generally enterprises or company prefers it. Okay, so that's why you need to have an enterprise, that ERP you need to have it. Okay, so as I mentioned, you need to have all the departments like finance, sales, and then manufacturing, sales, and then CRM, the customer relationship management, supply chain management, logistics, human resource. Why we need human resource? Mainly, right? We need to manage the employees that we are having in our organization for their payroll or onboard or recruitment, so on, so on. Okay, so all are combined to for the industry or for a business process. So that's why to manage all in one, you need to have an ERP. That may be anything. Okay, the different softwares, anything can be like. Okay, this is why we need ERP for the industry. Okay, so in such way, why we choose SAP as a ERP, right? SAP is one of the ERP softwares, and it's a world leading ERP software currently in the market. Okay, so SAP stands for systems, application, and products in data processing. Um, why it is leading in the ERP? That's a very important question. Like you need to have an idea on that, so that you will have a overall view on the ERP market. Okay, so first thing is, if you talk about one industry, okay, one particular, you take about any manufacturing industry, okay. So you get some raw material for the production, for manufacturing a product, and after getting in the product, you will know how much utilized, how material utilized for the production, how much is scrap, and from the manufactured product, how much being sold out, I mean, quality checked and in the warehouse, and how much being utilized for sales, how much order is there, and after selling to the customer, how much we have received as a amount, or the money that we got it, and that you need to have in account, and that you need for further statistic to produce or forecast for your future sales or the business process. Okay, so all you need to have it in one integrated package, so that you have a more visibility control on each and every nut and bolt that you get into the system. Okay, so you're getting in, if some material gone waste, that also should be on the count. Then only you will have a overall control on the business. If you miss out some part, and you're procuring 10 kg of material, and you're leaving out for the waste of 2 kg of material, that will not occur. So that cost is somewhere hiding, or it lost. Okay, so that should not happen. That's why we need to have a very integrated software kind. That's why we need the SAP on that. Okay, so this is too integrated in all the modules, all the area of the business, so that it will be very reliable and very good for ERP purpose. Okay. So not only that, SAP provides some other benefits over other the ERP softwares that we have in the market. Like example, SAP is one of the ERP software, and you have the Oracle ERP as well. And other than even Microsoft Dynamics also that the Dynamics 365, I guess. So that is also that. So compared to all these ERP softwares, SAP has more dominance, I would say, kind of yeah, obviously dominance because of its few parameters. Okay. First thing is comprehensive integration, like it integrates with each and every area of your industry. Okay, as I said, finance, the production, uh, planning, logistics, sales, and everything integrated. And scalability, like scalability in the sense like it can be used for your small size industry as well, and also very high volume data flowing industry as well. Okay, sales flowing as well. And then it's specific not only for a particular industry it's used for multiple industries. Like it varies from you can say from healthcare to production, FMCG sector, oil, gases, and then telecommunication, service processing industry, all the aerospace, all the areas. You have this software, and its features are specifically designed for a particular area as well. You can get that to be used retails as well, like that. And it's a global reach one. Okay, so it's been used by over 90% of the Fortune 500 companies because of their volume or integration that you have it in the SAP. Okay, and the ecosystem that SAP created for years, it's more than any other softwares. Okay, so you get more ecosystem in the sense like aligned with SAP to SAP used partners, and you have a more certified or quality professionals in that area, so that you have the persons to run on the system. Okay, and innovation and R&D. So it's been many years that SAP in the business, so they are evolving with the trend that we are having in our real industry. Like previously we don't have data science, MLA, and all. Now we have that blockchain, IoT, everything. So they have a separate platform. I mean, on the core, there is a platform that they are using BTP for their specific advanced, technology wise. So that's where they are in the market currently as well. Okay. And also they provide the cloud or on-premises options because it's all about the more confidential sales data or any data, client data that you have it. So you should not leave it on the general public or something like that. So they provide options to keep your server on the premises or a cloud where you have the safety and the trust on the particular service provider. So you have the both the option on that. Okay. So these are the very important parameters that why we need to use it as well. Okay. So this is they have a brand and all processing speed as a software wise if you talk about, and the experience wise, ecosystem wise, you have a better on the ERP softwares. Okay. So that's why we are always goes for SAP. Probably like Varun, you are already working on, right? So you might have an idea already like why we are using and how many companies using on that. Okay. So SAP, that's why the scope of the SAP is vast. Okay, in multiple areas that we have it. Okay. Anything on this? You want more clarification, or you have any conflict on the points? Varun, Pranav, all good so far?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
not yet.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay, no, okay. Okay, so now obviously like it's time for to be more specific on what our requirement is. Okay, you and me are here to know or to get to know the what is exactly the sales in point of view of the SAP. Okay, so why we need for sales in the sense for any industry, sales is one of the key area that we need to have. You produce a material, but without sales, obviously nothing will work out. So you won't get the money in, and you won't get the industry get run or a business gets run, right? So sales is an important area that you need to have a focus, and every day, more volume sales industry and all, they need to maintain their sales records so that whenever there is an audit or legal government audits or whatever happens, you need to show them the correct records so that you get you stay legalized. Okay. Otherwise, government or legal entity, they may put you in a place that you need to pay fine or get banned or so many things like that. Okay. So this is that's why we need to have an sales in SAP, because it provides you the better performance and tracking of the records, maintaining clearly whatever the details having, and it adapted to the each and every country wise requirements for the sales perspective. Okay, you may have for India, na, uh, you have one kind of sales restriction, or these are the important things that needed. Example, I talk about GST. Okay, so we have one kind of tax systems. And if you talk about other country, na, we may not have taxes like Middle East and all. You won't be having a you have taxes, but for the few products or a few process that you don't have a taxes. For Brazil and other Argentina, those countries and all, you have a different kind of taxes. So all is adapted to the in the SAP. Okay. So that's why it's specifically sales in SAP is more better, and it provides a huge database to store your huge data. So, okay. And exactly, if you want to know like what we are doing in the sales real time experience, no, you will whenever we get order from customer, no, okay, so we get the order, okay, from customer, and that is our sales order. Okay, that is order. Okay, so that order we will send it to the required customer place through some delivery, like any external carrier, or if we have our own logistic, we will be doing it, or if we will deliver in person or whatever, and then we will get the bill. Okay, we will provide the bill, and we will get the cash or a payment from the customer. Okay, so that is the cycle of the sales. Okay, it starts from the order. Once we get the order, we will do delivery, and once we done with the delivery, we will provide them the bill for the to the customer, or it may be a other organization, and they will
Starts
pay to
from
us.
quotation, right?
Yeah, quotation is there, but legal sales document is always order. Okay, quotation is there, but it's a pre-sales activity. Inquiry is there before that, and the quotation is there. Quotation, it's like you may get it from multiple person. Suppose if I talk about uh, one laptop shop, if you are going, okay, you want to buy a laptop. Okay, so you are either you are checking in e-commerce or you visit a particular store, right? So you get multiple brands are there, and the multiple configurations are there. So you inquire about the versions or laptop or configuration to in the each store, and you prefer to buy one particular brand in particular configuration. But it may differ from different places. The stores, the cost may be different slightly. So you get the quotation. Okay. So it doesn't mean that it's actually a sales that happened, right? You just bought the quotation. And after that only you are deciding whether you will be going with which store or which laptop or whatever it is. Okay. So once you place the order, they will take it as an actual sales order, and then they provide you the laptop that you have ordered for, or they will provide hand it over the laptop in person. Okay, in the store. So after that, they will provide you the bill. They will tell you the amount. Then you pay it, and they will provide the actual bill for the particular product. Okay. So this is what actually the sales cycle means for. Okay, so that's called O2C, order to cash flow. Okay, so this is what actually the SAP. Anything, any doubts or queries for Pranav? So
No,
this is
no.
what actual process is. Okay, so I'll tell you the roles actually. Okay, the roles and responsibility. Okay. So in the SAP environment, no, we will be our actual work. it maybe depends on our nature of work. Okay, so we sales uses in different areas in different ways. Okay, if you are in a product company and if you are acting as a end user, okay, end user in the sense actual business processor for the sales in the sales team. Okay, so you will be creating a sales order and fill the cash flow till the cash. So you will be creating the order, and you have the whatever the order you get, you will be either creating manually or there will be some automated jobs or there is a automation that creates you the sales order, and then based on that you will send the coordinate to production team or transport team to get it delivered and that you get it built. Okay, this would be your uh, role if you are in a core or end user role. Okay. And other part is if you are as a consultant. Okay, that's another part. Okay. Consultant, they do the consulting work for the actual business the other person is doing for the end user or a company like that. Okay. A consultant would know the actual business process and the legal terms or whatever it is based on the country or a process. And with it, they help the end user or the organization to for the process or a better solution on the process. Okay, so that's the role and that responsibility of the each area of the based on the work. Okay, this is what the actual work in our actual industry wise. Okay, as of now. So in the consultant, you have a different roles. Like inside that, you have based on the task that you have been given, it's implementation or a support project or testing or whatever it is. Okay, so you have a different categories on that as well. As of now, we are good with say actually what we are doing in the SAP. Any clarity needed? Probably Varun has idea. When Pranav, do you need any more points?
Not yet, because everything is new for me.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously new for you, but uh, general
But
concept is.
whatever you have told me, na, that if I go
Hmm.
for the SD part, then what things will be happen in the later, I can
Mhm.
understand from your point of view.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. That is important because it's a very overview. I'll take you on next slide where it will give you more enhanced way how it is working. Okay. I'll give you how an e-commerce industry works or different process or automobile industry works like that. Okay. Then we
Yeah,
will
yeah.
have a better clarity. Okay, fine.
Yes, yes.
I'll take you to the next screen. Okay, so this is very important for us because we are newly learning or we are, wanted to know an additional skill from the SAP in the sense we need to know what is the scope for it. Okay, what is the point in it, right? So that's what it is. Mainly the opportunities. Okay, so what are the opportunities we have with that sales, S4 HANA sales or ECC or SD or whatever. Okay, so point is you have a good scope in domestic and foreign as well. Okay. If I specifically talk about foreign, we know, right? SAP is basically a German product, and where most of the industry uses it. Okay, German is known for their engineering, and obviously Europe and other areas as well. So the uh, bigger brands are using the SAP for their system maintenance, like mainly for the ERP purpose. Okay, so in such cases, you see the network that they have with the Fortune 90% of the Fortune 500 companies they have the SAP in process. Uh, okay, so even the big e-commerce companies have even though they have their own front end as a web or something like that, at the back end they have a SAP for their database or for the record maintenance and all. They are using SAP only. Okay, so in such case, you have a huge demand on the foreign, obviously on the domestic. Mainly specifically as I'm being in the sales
Hello.
industry for. Yeah, yeah, can you hear me?
Sorry to disturb. Sorry to disturb, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
So I have a one question. Okay. So
yeah,
you are saying this one is the SAP, SAP SD, right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
My question is like, what is the difference between the SAP MM and SD, and which module is good to go? Because one of my colleagues has told me that if
Mhm.
you go with the MM, there is a much candidate is there in the market, and if you go
Yeah.
with the SD, then there is a chance of get the job. It is correct or what?
No, no, there is a chance of.
There is a chance of getting the job is easy as compared to MM.
No,
Right.
no, both are the same only in terms
Yeah,
of job opportunities.
correct. Varun, you
Sorry.
want to add something?
If you know about material, then it's good to go for material management. Like if you know the basics, like so, it's about the interest, like what interest you have. So accordingly, choose that module. So for me, it's like my background is technical, so that's why I choose recipe about.
Mm.
No, no.
Obviously,
My
like,
background is also technical. My background is also technical. Okay, I am also computer science background person, but I want to know as compared to the job market. Okay, because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
I
one of my
get your
friend
point.
has told me that if there is one job is there in the market, then if you go with the MM, then there is a chance of getting the 10 candidate for the one position. But if you
Uh,
go with the SD, there is a chance of 2 to 3 candidate is there in the market. Is it correct or what? It or it's a myth?
like it's I would not exactly accept that parameter because of whatever they said. Okay, so I would say that it's about the quality and then the requirement of the project, Pranav. Okay. Point is, I'm being in industry currently, also in industry. So I
Mhm.
see that as I'm an SD consultant now, I see obviously lots of demand for the SD, and I'm obviously seeing the quality also from the current people now. Quality also less for
Mhm.
the expected experience and the expected level. We are not getting the quality. Okay, for the SD, obviously, similarly MM
Mhm.
also we are having the demand, obviously. Like quality also similar way. But I mean, as of now, as per my experience, I'm telling you. But obviously, like
Mhm.
why MM having more person in the sense, like more consultants are there in the sense, like probably their background or their interest, like that it would be. Okay.
Mhm.
Otherwise, industry-wise and the current scenario-wise, I would say MM or SD in a both surrounding area where you need to always you have to have the resource on the line. Okay, because these are the two
Okay.
very important area for any industry. Mainly, you talk about production industry now. Without a raw material,
Mhm.
you cannot do any production. Without the sales, you cannot
Okay.
get any money into your business. Correct. So
Mhm.
in that way, um, I would say that it's both are equally this one, but volume wise, if you talk about the sales volume would be higher than the amount. The task wise or the work or like that. Okay, work wise, I'm saying the volume will be less based on the industry. So depends on
Work
the
wise
module.
means work wise means.
Work wise, like if you talk about any particular like any particular production company, right? So sales would be higher volume of the work compared to MM. Obviously, that is also will be there. Like if I give 10 of 10 for the sales and 8 out of 10 for MM, it would be like.
Okay. Got your
And
point. Got your
as of now, for the industry I've gone through, okay, I've been through manufacturing and then service as well. So in all those, SD obviously the without sales nothing works, right? So sales will be higher in volume and MM also there, but you would say that 100% is to 80% or 10 is to 8 like that. Okay,
Okay.
but
And one
demand
more
also
doubt,
similar way. Yeah.
and one more doubt. So I have a 7 year of experience in the automated testing. Okay. If I
Mhm.
am do this course, okay, and after
Mhm.
3 to 4 months, if I have complete, then can I
Okay.
show my 7 year of experience in that field or what?
So the point there is a point. Okay, so in our sales also we are having the SAP testing as well. Okay, there are in the consultant role now. If you are coming in
Mm-hmm.
other than consultant or IT level, IT any of the IT companies now, you have the
Mm-hmm.
role of SAP tester as well. Specifically, the person who has experience on the SAP industry testing as well. Because um, automation, you might be having experience on Selenium or Toast or any other
Right.
this one.
Right. Right.
So you
Yes.
have the
Yes.
experience on the web-based or mobile-based applications like that. So there
Yes.
is a
API, WordPress,
category.
application, and all this.
Yeah, correct. So in such way now, we have a special category, and obviously the demand is also there for the SAP related testers as well. Okay, so
Okay.
you can use the same skill with that as well, so that your experience takes through. Okay, you don't need to hide or it's not gonna not valid kind. Okay, so
Got your point.
and
Yes.
slowly you can migrate into the consultant wise, so that obviously when you are testing now, you will get to know the process flow and all. Okay, that's important for the tester. Okay, so you need to once you have the script, you will execute that, and you get to know the process. Tada. So with that, you go through that, and then you get the business process. Then slowly you will migrate as a consultant level. Okay. So, but obviously you need
Oh.
to know the configuration and in-depth process and the concepts as well of the related module, and the
Got it.
expectations will be
Got
higher.
my answer.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
Expectations will be higher. Then, as you are saying, 7 plus now, the
Yes. Yes.
expectations
7.
will be like that.
It's a
Okay.
one type of expectation like for senior person like this, right? You are saying.
Exactly, exactly. So, example, if I take a 7 years old, experienced person, the expectation from me from 7 plus experience compared to 3 plus or 4 years, it will be different, right? So, in that level, I'm saying.
Got your point.
Okay. But
If I told to the industry that I have a experience like 4 year experience in the testing and 4 year for the consultant, so is it okay
obviously,
or
like
what?
it's about the skill and the confidence that you have in the software. Okay.
Mhm.
Like you know the I'm taking example of the any Java or Python developer like that. Even I'm talking about the ABAP as Varun is there. Okay, so the skill matters in that the coding or the technical skill matters. Even though with the 2 3 years experienced person have the good exposure compared to the person who spends longer in the same industry or one on one particular area of work like that. Okay, it's all about the skill.
Okay. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
you
Okay.
agree?
Thank you. Got my answer. Yeah, got my answer. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Is it right, Varun? What I said?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay,
Because
great,
my
great. Thank you.
brother is also an SD consultant,
Yes, exactly.
and
So
my
it's all
mom
about
is
this.
SD
Yes, yes.
consultant.
Great, good, good. So he might have the good exposure for you as well. Like
Yeah, he's also
he
having
can,
10 years experience.
yeah, that's how it works. Like in SAP now, it's all about you won't be getting different um, area gives you different range of salary. Okay, openly speaking, levels of tier in IT MNC itself, you have a levels of tier system. No? Based on the company wise, you get the salary. And similarly with the core companies or production companies, prod companies, and all, you have a salary of ranges there. It's all depends on the skill and our exposure based. Okay. So, but I would say previously, like before COVID, I would say it was used to be experience multiplied by two something. Now it is more than like 3.5 it's going on. But obviously, like from two, it's 3.5 kind ranging is that. It's based on our skill and exposure that we will be having that kind of range of salary. Okay,
Oh,
okay, fine. So anything you want to know on the scope further or all good? Anyway, we'll be there. So you can ask if you have anything on in between as well. Okay. Okay. I'll proceed to the next one. Um, okay, as I mentioned previously, I told like how industry mainly works and variety range of industry that SAP covers. Okay, so these are the one of few of an example. Like it ranges from e-commerce domain to automotive manufacturers, oil, gases, and service-based telecommunication. Many industries it covers, and aerospace even. Okay, aerospace, healthcare, retails, all the areas that SAP provides a unique support or unique featured app supports for the each industry. Okay, so these are the industry wise, not specifically the brands that they are using. Okay, just for the example, I have kept it. Uh, if you talk about specifically, as I said, when you are going to ensure the laptop, okay, so what happens, I have mentioned. Similarly, when you are checking a laptop on the any e-commerce sites, currently we have Amazon and Flipkart are the best in our India market. So if you want to check any laptop, you have a multiple sellers for the same laptop, same configuration. You go through it. Okay, you will see it right in the Amazon website. Okay, so that the website shows you what is the seller who sells it, and how much he's selling for, and is there any discount so and so, and when you will get it, and everything will be there. Okay, so you are getting the code directly from them. Like, this is my price, and this I can give you. This is the date I can deliver you, and so or that any compliments or whatever it is, you they will be displaying it, right? So this is kind of a quotation. Okay, so when you click on their product and you place it order, that's a purchase order for you, and that will be a sales order for your seller, right? Seller. Okay. So he delivers it, okay, where he gets the sales order. And example, you take about cash on delivery. Okay. Cash on delivery of given, selected. And we will get a confirmation mail or message from Amazon or Flipkart for the confirmation of the order that we placed. And then we will be getting contacted from Amazon or Flipkart or respective seller for the confirmation of the COD, because it cash matters. It's a big amount, right? So that as well. So once it is confirmed, they will place the order, confirm the order. Okay, that's a confirmation of the order. Okay. So once they done it, they will place the delivery. Mostly it will be done by the mostly Amazon carrier service or some other courier also they're doing. Okay, so you can able to see the shipping details, whether it is left out their warehouse or in the shipping, or it reached to the particular point, or tracking will be there. No? So that's a real time tracking based on the backend system updated. Okay. So they create a delivery, then it gets updated in the web portal like that. So once you get that, you will get a notification and shipping notification and everything. Once it get delivered, you will pay the amount. They will provide the bill, and then you will provide the cash to them, and the deal, the sales completes. Okay, that's how the one e-commerce or any sales happens. But in the different industry, okay, it happens in the different way. The business process works in different way. You talk about a normal car showroom. You take about any um, normal car showrooms like Suzuki, Toyota showrooms, or Mahindra, or any car showrooms, normal car showrooms in India. So those are the business process itself. It's something different. Okay, there is a term called consignment process. Okay, so that business is like they have the car in the showroom, but it is not owned by them, but it is owned by the actual company, the Suzuki company or a particular plant where they are manufacturing. Okay. Once the customer comes in and they show that interest on the car and place the order, then only the cars will be bought by the particular showroom person from the company, and it is given to you. Okay. So this is a different business process compared to the normal sales, which I mentioned as laptop and laptop purchasing, or through e-commerce or a manual purchase. Okay, this is one kind of it. When you talk about same car industry, you talk about the higher end cars. Example, you talk about like Rolls Royce or Ferrari, so on other car bigger manufacturers or the McLaren or whatever cars. Okay. So those are produced for the orders, not for the stock, right? So it is when you order only they will specifically make it for you. Okay, so that have a specific different process in their industry. Okay, similarly, in the next, this is one kind of area. You talk about service-based company. Okay, service-based company in the sense like telecommunication. So what exactly they're doing? Okay, and customer service companies are there, right? Customer voice processing companies. Okay, they also use that. Okay, they use the ERP. Service-based companies, they are not selling any products, right? So they have only the service that they are doing, and they are getting the amount for that service. There is no delivery, there is no physical movement, of the product like that, so that it will not, move on the warehouse base. Okay, telecommunication. You take example. We are recharging for our phones, and we are using for the particular days, and then it exhausts. Again, we have to recharge it. So for that as well, you have to maintain a sales record. Okay, this is the order. You recharge it, that's a purchase order, and that recharge for them it's a sales order. Okay, they do the service for this many days. For this, these are the service that I'm providing you. Okay, for this as well, you are getting the ERP software for that. These are all specific for that. It depends on the area. Similarly, you have the for oil and gas industry, you have a different terms and conditions or a different process you have. And for the bigger manufacturing industries or bigger machine manufacturing industry, you have something. So like this, each industry has its each flows. Okay, but a very simple flow starts with very basic order you are getting, delivery they are doing. Once you receive the product, they will provide you the billing, and you will pay for that. So that's the basic sales flow. This is what you can expect in the basic sales process. Okay. So inside that, you have a multiple concept like what is the exact process they are doing. So and so you have. Okay, whether they are giving any products for complimentary, any donation or sample, so and so you have. Okay. So any doubts or any clarity needed for that, or you need for any particular industry, you need to have any idea. Anything, Varun? Varun Pranav. Okay, it's all good. Hope you haven't missed anything. If you have anything missed or anything needed, you can stop it. Okay. Um, Fine. So next, this is specifically I'm telling about you on the training perspective, because as you know, like as of now, we are using ECC, SAP SDVCC. That's a previous version. Currently, we have that's obviously it's in current market as well. To 2027 or 30, it's morely on S4 HANA sales, okay, sales perspective. So it has its own upgraded or advanced versions as well. Okay. So I will be covering obviously the common topics as well, and also this as well. Um, Advanced topics as well. So in that, I've listed what are the advanced topics so far in the sales perspective. Mainly mentioning specifically from the ECC to S4 HANA sales, or sorry, S4 HANA upgrade. The main module that we have a many changes is finance. Okay, so they have a complete structure change or different better performance or wise they have improved it. But in terms of sales now, they have only few areas they have improved it, and they have categorized it for the better future because of the complexity or the advanced requirement on the particular area. Okay. Example, you talk about advanced area and the credit management you talk. Okay. So we'll take. Credit management, what happens in generally, so you have a customer, and generally he buys for 5,000 quantity, or 5 lakhs rupees or something like that. As a credit, we can keep it there for them. Sometimes the customer asks for 10 lakh or 50 lakh stocks as a credit. Okay, so in such case now, you need to have a control on how much credit you need to give it, and whether they are capable of repaying that amount, or is any risk is there, or any chances of relationship missing or something like that, any issues or like that. So you have a separate, there was a topic in ECC as a credit management. Now it is becoming as a FSCM, finance and credit management. So that have a advanced setting and control on the credit management process. Okay. Similarly, rebates as well. Rebate, right? So if a customer, it's a bit advanced. Like, you may not have an idea, but generally, I'm giving you an overview. Suppose if we have a regular customer, or a shop, there is a shop guy. He buys for regularly, like he sells for us like 50 quantity every month, and we give, if he sells for the 50 quantity for a product that we purchase, we will give some extra incentive or discount for the particular vendor, or the shop person, right? Similarly, mm, that comes under, it's a kind of discount, but not for the each product, but for the sales volume that they are doing, or the purchase that they are doing. Okay, so that is a basically rebate discounts or rebate concept that moving into the settlement management. That's a separate kind of module that is being going on now, with a more advanced feature and control we have in that. Okay. So, including that, you have a centralized customer master, and previously in ECC, you have the customer master separately, material master, so and so that. So now we have one particular management that is called business partners, because the need for this was to select all, not to make a duplicate or redundant data, because one customer can be a vendor as well in terms of business process, and the same business partner, sorry, the vendor can be a customer as well in some cases. Okay. Similarly, there are one particular person can act as a multiple partner as well. So in such cases, we are creating, we are not making any multiple records for each person's identity. So we are consolidating or integrating all in one kind. Okay, so that's about the BP. And advanced ATP, it's about uh, the stock that you are having and the delivery that you are promising to the customer, like that. It is already there in ECC. Like, when the customer orders a product particular quantity, whether you can able to deliver on his requested delivery date. It's a concept of ATP. So previously they have some better obviously the better version of the ATP in ECC. Now they have brought in more advanced feature in S/4HANA, that they call it as advanced ATP, or AATP. Okay, so that is that. And more than that, in the modern requirement, user wants more of the in a more user-friendly environment. Okay. Previously, the SAP ECC only we can able to access in the GUI. GUI in the sense, in the particular app only we can work on it. But now, with the Fiori apps, there is a platform like Fiori that gives you an access of the business process that you are doing in the web page, that you can access in either mobile phone or tab or system, anything you wanted, and it has a more view compared to the GUI. Okay, so in the GUI, if you want to use it in the application or software, you need to go to the particular transaction or a table or a report. Specifically, you have to execute a particular transaction or a program to see that. Okay. But in the Fiori app, you have an icon or one area that you have, as you can see here, small small boxes kind, you can keep it. You just click on that and you will get the complete detail based on the search query that you are giving. Okay, so you don't need to execute anything. You don't need to go to any transaction or something like that. It everything happens in the background, and you get the result. What you have to do, you can do it in your mobile, tab, or laptop, anything. Okay. Similarly, there were some other topics as well. Like it's bit in depth, probably for Varun, you may relate it, but I think for Pranav, as you are completely new, it may not be uh, clear for you. So I'm not going in very depth, but as a training point of view, I will cover all these things as well, so that these are the updated as of now in S4 HANA Sales 2023. Okay, based on that, we will be doing it. Other than that, probably maybe I'm not sure whether I have anything I missed specifically. If you need anything also, I can specifically look into that. Okay. Probably Varun can tell me, like, you might be having an idea, and obviously your brother has, uh, he's already an SD consultant. So he obviously knew what exactly in the current market and what is the necessary for currently. So you can check and let me know, like, if we have to add something like that, so that we can do it as well. Okay. Varun, you're there? Pranav, if you have anything further. So that's it. We are end of the session. If you have any queries in terms of scope or anything else, let me know. Let's discuss. Varun, you are there? Maybe I lost you. Maybe I should have